Okay, yeah, hi. If you looked at the title, you know I'm doing a commentary on my Poland video. I didn't know what else to do because I was kind of bored, so Poland, 1939. Should probably turn that down a little bit. Oh, here we go, artillery, there it goes. Oh, day 30. Yeah, honestly, how many people turned off the video because I had 30 seconds of black screen with some white text? I was thinking about this later on. I was like, yep, any low attention span people probably got fucking pissed immediately because it's just text and sound. Oh. No, this video is definitely my favorite at the moment of all the videos I've done. I wanted to make a video focused on the Battle of Poland for a long time and not the Warsaw Uprising because the Warsaw Uprising is interesting and everything, but I wanted to focus on the army of Poland fighting for, you know, their country when they were invaded because I thought that was fascinating. But yeah. And this opening battle was took a long time to film because originally it was just focused on this guy and his two other friends behind the barricade. You never saw any Germans ever because it was meant to build up the fear of there's so many enemy soldiers. But also it was because I didn't want to have to film a bunch of Germans running towards them because I only have 4 Germans and I keep reusing them throughout the entire video. And then yeah, this guy up on the second floor here, he was added later when I wanted to add more just more I don't know how you want to put it. Like I just felt it'd be interesting to have another guy shooting down from the buildings. And also I wanted to film that cool shot of him getting shot and falling down like from the ceiling or from the top roof of the building, right? You know what I'm talking about. Right here. Can't even get my words together. Fuck. Yeah, I love that shot. I'm glad it turned out almost exactly how I wanted. The one thing I wanted to originally it was gonna pan down more smoothly. He was gonna hit the floor, then it was gonna pan outside, but I couldn't get smooth enough. You know, you know. This was actually one of the last things shot. This whole little subplot section with the Lewis gunner. He he was added very last minute because I just wanted more fighting all over the place. I've been even honestly debating going back and shooting more and putting out an extended edition that's even longer, just because with settings like this, I want it to seem vast, like a giant city under siege kind of thing. So, oh yes, the dog. That was the sound from The Hobbit. The wargs eating Yazneg. Blood on the camera. Oh yeah, this whole section with Shovel Man here, as I call him later, and Captain Zygmunt, that was added out of nowhere. Like, I actually finished the entire video with, but it only focused on the 2 soldiers that escaped from the barricade at the beginning. They were the only focus, and I debated having them be brothers in the little bit of script that I wrote. But then I was like, no, I want to show more of the battle, so I'll add other characters. Yeah, I love the way this turned out. I got so violent with this video, and I love it. Shovel Man here, holy fuck. I remember when I filmed this, I had a really bad day, and that's how I took my anger out. I was like, I'm just gonna have him beat the piss out of this guy and not stop. Yeah. I wanted more, I don't know, something, when I watch this video, something is missing, and I think it's that I wanted more scenes where you can see a shit ton of Germans. Like a lot of this is like Polish soldiers firing off at something off screen and they get shot, or there'll be a few hand-to-hand scenes with Germans. But like originally, I wanted there to be an actual action scene. I was gonna order a Tiger tank, and there was gonna be a big fucking action scene, but I just never got the time to do it. Oh, this scene right here was changed last minute. Originally, right here, he sees the family. He looks up and he's like, "Man, what's going on?" And if you listen closely, you can still kind of hear it. This whole underground Root Cellar was going to get torched with a flamethrower, and they were all going to burn to death. But then I, last minute, because I didn't know for sure if my buddy who was doing the editing could do the flamethrower effect, I was like, fuck it. I'll just change it. So, essentially, you're meant to think the Lewis gunner got out underground, and he escaped, and he lived. Yeah, originally, these guys were the focus of the whole video. I was just going to follow them. Oh, this was a big accomplishment. To actually, like... Oh, wait. Double tap. Double tap. He double tapped the guy that already got shot in the head. It makes no fucking sense. But I also love using the... Oh, Shovel Man. See, I can't even talk because I'm so interested in watching this video again. I haven't watched this since I uploaded it. But that one, the guy with the rifle, he, how his one arm is pulled out of its socket and it's hooked onto the gun's handle. I just like the way that looked. It turned out really good, and it didn't distract as much as I thought it would. And I think just, yeah, like even in the hand-to-hand fight, it's clearly out of its socket. But it didn't look as bad as I thought it would. It turned out really good. I was so happy the radio sound picked up very loudly. I was worried they'd be drowned out by the other things. Giant ass grenade. I don't that much. What is that from? I think. Oh yeah, I love that. It doesn't even really make sense, to be honest, that the guy with the machine gun shoots through the wall only for a grenade to go in there. But you know what? That shot looked awesome, so I don't even care. I got the blood drip going. But yeah, that grenade. I think it was from like a bat tank or something from one of the Batcave sets. Oh, unlimited ammo finally runs out. Don't you just hate when that happens? This fight took so long to film, as short as it is, because I wanted it to be really visceral, but also feel really real. That's why I didn't do as many, oh yeah, right here. He taps this guy so many times. Because a lot of times, you guys know, like when I do a sword fight, I will shake the camera in camera, but then I'll also add a lot of like post digital movement to it. But all this fight, all the shaky cam was in camera, and I thought it turned out really well. Because I didn't want the camera moving around too much, because I actually wanted you to be able to see it. Oh, I love how smoothly it popped back into socket. That turned out really fucking good. Yeah. And there's no bullet holes on that side of the wall, which kind of pissed me off that I never fixed that, but, you know, whatever. And I hope everybody knows, he's checking his wounds here. He was shot. All the people I showed this to, they're like, what the fuck is going on there? This, I loved the way that turned out, how the camera moves as he hits him in the gut, then when he hits him in the head. Like, it's really, like, you feel the punch of it. Oh, yeah, this is where I use the sound of Albert Blythe getting shot in the throat in Band of Brothers. I wish it, because of the sound layers, you can't even hear it, but I wish it kept in the part where he's like, he gets shot and he's like, oh, like he lets out that last little gasp. But, you know, I do have him spit up blood, which I think turned out pretty good. Yep, and then right here was where it was going to end. It was going to end with the final shot of them both dying together in the alleyway. And I was like, that'll be a nice ending. It'll just cut to credits. But then once I added the subplot of Captain Zygmunt and Shovel Man, I was like, okay, well, I got to wrap them up too. So, yeah. Yeah, and this guy, I left him in for so long, and I was like, well, I want to get rid of him because I don't give a shit about him. So I had him get shot in the throat. And then I was going to have another German. I have a few frames from when I tried to film it, where a couple Germans kick in the door, and Shovelman gets in another fight with them. And then he was going to die too. But then I was like, nah, I'll just have him meet up with the captain. and we'll just assume the Germans were coming. Because then there was going to be another scene right here where that scene got scrapped before I even tried to film it. He was going to be chased into that room by Germans, Shovel Man. Then he was going to shut the door and barricade it, and then they were going to be like, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then they get out of that building. There was going to be this long panning shot where the captain looks out and he sees a bunch of buildings on fire and a Polish flag with the emblem of Poland seeping through the flames, and there was going to be a horse running by with a dead soldier on it. It was going to be one of my favorite shots, but I cut it because I was like, I just want to get this done. It's already almost 16 minutes long. With that whole sequence of the flames and the horse, it probably would have been 21 minutes maybe. And I never know what people want anymore in terms of, because all anybody ever asks me for is Star Wars videos, but I never know what people like aside from that. Like, the reason I thought people would like this so much is because it's mostly action and World War II. So that's why I didn't have any dialogue until this scene right here with this message. And I really hope people like this message because it took me forever to write it. I was like, he's got to say something really meaningful and badass. And yeah, he doesn't have a Polish accent, but I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I already said this is my favorite video. This setting, like this location, I love the way it turned out. I had 2 desk lamps facing in on either side of the church, and it made for like a hellish kind of like candle lit look to it. You fought like Polish men. Yeah. Well, originally, back when I had the set piece with the tank and everything, this was back before the 2 brothers were even supposed to die. The 2 brothers that die in the alleyway, they were supposed to get back to the command center, and then the SS would surround the SS and the Wehrmacht would surround the command center, and basically Captain Zygmunt here would give a big mustering speech, and everybody in the command center would make a final stand, and it would have been this kind of like battle at the Black Gate style hand-to-hand fight, all out, and it would just end right there. But I was like, I can't film a huge-ass battle. I want to make it just a meaningful, kind of emotional ending, because these guys know they're fucked. And the song they sing, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's a song that the Polish would sing at Grunwald in Lord Give Us Victory kind of song. And I thought it was perfect that they're now singing it knowing that they have lost. But they're basically like, fuck it. We put up a fight for over a month, so we didn't lose, And I also had Shovel Man here. I think I named him Roman in the script. I had the blood on his shirt slowly fade away as he got closer to the church, like he was being purified as he got closer to the Lord. Not to make it sappy or anything, but that was just, I thought that'd be interesting, That's all Frodo Baggins' torsos, by the way. And the ones with ammo belts are Jawas. This turned out so well. And I was like, I'm not going to copyright for using this because nobody knows who the fuck wrote this song. It's one of those songs where they're like, its origins are in somewhere between the 10th and 13th century, but we have no clue who wrote it. So I was like, well, they don't know who wrote it. I'm not going to get copyright for using it. And yeah, it goes on for a while, which some people may hate. I'm still questionable on whether or not it's too long. I like that I went through the whole song. I wish I did something a little more creative with it. Originally, it was going to it was going to be intercut with like German soldiers executing Polish prisoners, like in between each verse. But again, it just all comes down to like when I work on a stop motion, a lot of times I will go hard on it for a long time and then just burn myself out. So by the time I finished this scene, I was like, no, I'm done and I need to finish the video because I had been working on it for about 3 straight weeks, I think, 3 or 4 straight weeks, and overall this video was like 10. I think what it was like 10,400 something photos. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. 893,000 casualties. That's a, fuck that. Yeah, and then I found this quote from Walter von Brockich or whatever the fuck his name is, which I really wanted to put in there. But yeah. So well, thanks for listening. I'm just kind of slow going on the animating lately, so I just thought I'd talk about my most recent masterpiece. But let me know what you guys thought of it, because a lot of times when I make videos like this that aren't Star Wars, people will just put nice or cool or great or I'm the first comment. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would really like, you know, feedback, like legitimate feedback on what did you like about it, what did you not like about it. Like some people, they've been like, this is really cool, but I didn't like the rain and how I couldn't see it sometimes. And I enjoy those comments because they're meaningful. Like it's more than just 2 words, and I actually like can take something away from it. So if uploading this commentary gives you a second chance to look at the video and tell me what you did or didn't like, or just tell me your thoughts, please do, because that's all I want. So anyway, thank you and goodbye. Also, stop asking when the next Star Wars video is. It's coming. Just remain calm and it'll get there, okay? Thank you. Okay. I love you all. Bye-bye.